Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please enjoy watching this video. Here we go. Fortunately, the latest news concerning the health of Roberto Duran is positive. After being hospitalized with chest pains last weekend, the 72-year-old legend has been fitted with a pacemaker and is reportedly recovering well. Which, to some of us, is as welcome as it is unsurprising. After all, none other than Duran himself assured this writer personally last year that he planned to live until exactly 100 years old. That conversation came on the grounds of the International Boxing Hall of Fame, where he was followed by a crowd hoping to grab an autograph or a selfie with the former lightweight, welterweight, junior middleweight and middleweight champ. The size and devotion of the pack following the Pied Piper of Panama around Canastota, New York, was testament to the Hall of Famer's enduring popularity, more than 5 decades since he had won his first world championship and over 20 years since he had laced up the gloves for the last time. Part of that popularity is the result of Duran's larger-than-life personality, but much of it is the result of his extensive catalog of legendary battles, most notably with fellow members of the Four Kings, Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. Having fought a total of 119 times as a professional, 103 of them wins, Manos de Piedra gave us plenty of highlights to pick from his sensational career. But for those looking for an introduction to the Panamanian's oeuvre, here, in chronological order, is a selection of Roberto Duran's very best wins. June 26, 1972. TKO 13, Ken Buchanan. Duran won the WBA lightweight belt, his first world title, by destroying defending champ Ken Buchanan at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Notwithstanding the controversial ending, referee Johnny Lobianco stopped the contest while Buchanan was reeling from a brutal low blow. This was a dominant performance by Duran, who was all over the Scot like a rash, and was at his snarling, menacing, dominant best throughout. September 8, 1973. TKO 10 Guts Ishimoto. Guts Ishimoto, who had dropped a previous title shot to Duran's countryman and friend Ismael Laguna in 1970, was on a 6-fight win streak when he ran into Duran. While he would become legendary for his ferocity, Duran demonstrated his full arsenal of brilliance in this contest, working off the jab and using feints to confuse the challenger. 5 knockdowns in 2 rounds prompted the stoppage. And although Ishimoto's record of 25 fights, 10 losses, 5 draws might not engender respect, he would go on to win the WBC belt the following year, defending it 5 times, including against Buchanan. March 16, 1974. KO 11 Esteban de Jesus. March 16, 1974. KO 11 Esteban de Jesus. Duran was 41-1 when he faced Esteban de Jesus in Panama City, with that one loss having come via points in a non-title fight against de Jesus in 1972. De Jesus had dropped Duran in the first round of that first contest, and he did the same in the rematch. But this time around, Duran would not be denied. Working behind his jab, he gradually broke down the Puerto Rican, dropping de Jesus in round 7 and beating him to the body to drop him again, and stop him, in the 11th, March 2, 1975. TKO 14 Ray Lampkin. Ray Lampkin made the mistake of being competitive against Duran for the first few rounds of this title defense. His resistance seemed only to antagonize Duran, who progressively brutalized him before flattening him with a left hook. Lampkin was hospitalized afterward, to which a sneering Duran commented, "Today, I sent him to the hospital. Next time, I put him in the morgue." Narrator's voice, there would be no next time. June 20, 1980. W15 Ray Leonard. Duran's 73rd pro fight brought his 72nd, and arguably best, win, while marking the apogee of his stellar career. After starting 72-1, he would go 31-15 over the next 22 years. Duran entered as an underdog against the undefeated welterweight champ and 1976 Olympic gold medal winner, but he forced Leonard to fight his fight, dragging him into a quality brawl and winning the inside exchanges to hang the first L on America's Golden Boy. He would, of course, go on to lose the rematch in humiliating fashion. But on this night, Duran was king of the world. June 16, 1983. TKO 8 Davey Moore. After the no-mas surrender in the Leonard rematch, Duran entered something of a tailspin. losing decisions to Wilfred Benitez and, improbably, Kirkland Lang. Undefeated 154-pound titleist Davy Moore was expected to run his record to 13-0 when the fighters met at Madison Square Garden, but the American was no match for the 31-year-old Duran, who absolutely brutalized Moore before stopping him in the eighth. Moore was never the same again, losing 4 of his next 10 before dying in a tragic accident 6 days shy of his 29th birthday. February 24, 1989. W12 Iran Barkley. If Duran was considered past it going into the Moore fight, he was reckoned to be positively fossilized when he stepped into the ring to challenge WBC middleweight titleist Iran Barkley in Atlantic City. He was closing in on 38 years old, had been knocked out in 2 rounds by Thomas Hearns and had been outpointed by Robbie Sims and, in the outing preceding the Barkley fight, had needed a split decision to get by the forgotten Jeff Lannis. It should have been a mismatch. Barkley was younger, fresher and much bigger fighter, and he nearly spun Duran around in a circle with one especially thunderous left hand. But Duran would catch lightning in a bottle one last, glorious time, hurting Barkley on several occasions, dropping him in round 11 and earning a split decision victory to claim a world title in a 4th weight class 17 years and 25 pounds after defeating Buchanan. Let us know of what you think about all this in the comment section below and subscribe to this YouTube channel for all the latest news in the world. We sign out.